Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing Unlimited once here again, and we're going to tell you in no particular terms of what is going on now, in no particular order. We'll talk about Jaron boot Ennis against Brian Norman. These are unification fights. Because we'll have to talk about this fight today because all the while Ennis has been calling out Crawford. And what I was saying, Ennis, if you want to fight Crawford, you have to move up in weight. Crawford has moved on. There's nothing for you to do with him in welterweight division again. And you have the whole division open. Unlikely, if you put your ass together, you'll be the undisputed champion in there. So why always call Crawford? When you become the undisputed champion, you can move in and challenge Crawford. I don't know. Everybody comes and I want to fight Crawford. I'm going to beat him. I have the style to beat him. You do not have the style to beat him. If you fight with Crawford today, I'm telling you, Busenis, he will humble you. So you better prepare yourself from the people in the area you have. Because now I've heard that the IBF have ordered you to fight Shukajin. But that is not the fight. You've beaten him before on a unanimous decision. You couldn't knock him out. And that is not the decision you have to take. It's really sad. And that you keep persisting on fighting Crawford. When you know that the guy is moved up, not only in weight, he's the title holder there. What do you want to do with Crawford? Do you want him to come down in weight, and wait for fight? You're not up to that level. You don't even have that kind of draw. I have to be honest with you. No disrespect to Ennis, no disrespect to anybody. What is my advice to Ennis? I've always said it in this forum, is for you to win all the titles in that way. Unify the division and become the undisputed champion, and people will look for you everywhere you are. For him to fight, we're talking about him and Norman. Norman is undefeated young fighter. He's unbreached at the moment, and it's really nice to see him fight an undefeated fighter. It's a good test for both of them. But who is gonna win depends on the styles they come with under there. Ennis, for Ennis to have a chance, he has to create a gap, create a space, because Norman's fighting style might be a worry for him. Norman comes on the front foot and puts on pressure, unrelenting pressure, throws bombs from all corners. He's heavy-handed as well. This fight, the promoters have been at each other's throne, or what hands say that he's offered over $1 million to the camp of Norman, and no response. Whether that is true or not, we do not know. Whether it's a game plan to bring these people out to agree to a fight with them, I do not know. So, but the whole thing is based on the fact that it's a unification booth, and who is going to be the A side and who is going to be the B side. I know what is going on in those promoters fight, tug of war. Nobody wants to say I'm below because they all got titles. They all got one title. But when you've got two or more, you have the leverage to say, look, I've got more than you. So that is what we want Ennis to do. And that's why we want him to stop calling on Crawford and concentrate on the people around him and win those fights. And then Crawford's fight will come after. In the next 1 year, if Ennis is serious on what he wants to do with his boxing career and with his legacy, because at the end of the day, if people don't know you, if you've not been into tremendous or big fights, people will not regard you as what you are. But we know Ennis is a proper boxer. He's a good boxer, no doubt about it. But we don't want to mention his name close to that of Crawford. He just won the first title in his career. Crawford won it once, in 2014. That is the donkey years ago. So we do not want to compare him with Crawford. What we're saying to him, we're not being disrespectful. We're telling to him, look, for you to gain the respect of Crawford or the people, the folklore in boxing, you have to come with wins against people, especially when you unify a title in a weight division and then move out of that. If you operates well, Norman, I think Norman has that youth. He has that. He's undefeated. He's got that momentum at the moment. It's not easy for him to be beat. He's been there. But we're looking at the quality of the opponents is hard, and the one that Ennis is hard. And I believe that Ennis is fought the major people, and we believe that he has an advantage over Norman. That is, if Norman accepts this fight, we believe that Ennis will be able to do something special against him and move on, and of course be a great champion. Great people will talk about him, but if he concentrates and leaves himself open to every time he comes and he's calling on Crawford's name, Crawford and Ennis, their careers are not tied together. It doesn't mean anything, They're not together. They're not tied together. They're individual people who are boxers and fighters like every other fighter. For him to be, every time he's all over the news, he's a fanboy, he's all over the news. It's something so, can I say, so stupid for them to do. You're calling on a boxer who is not in the same weight category with you. You used to be in the same weight category. He's moved on. You've not moved on to the new weight, and you're calling him out to come. On what basis? And you're just winning your first title. You're not that popular yet, and you're calling him a two-division undisputed champion in light welterweight, and then welterweight, knocking out everybody in the welterweight division. And you're calling him out and saying he's ducking you. That is unnecessary. He's unheard of, and he's a letdown. And I want Ennis to move on from that and fight fights that is capable of fighting. Fights before him. You need to clean out your place first well before you talk of other boxers, before you talk about other areas. So it's a competition for him against Norman Bryan. Norman, who is undefeated as well, is going to be a good fight. Whoever is going to win will have to break down the other one, gradually, stanza by stanza, and take his soul away, and then take his style away, and then you can beat him. If not, it's not going to happen. Both of them have the same advantage. Norman comes with a lot of pressure to the body, to the head. He's a strong lad. He's a good guy. But Ennis has to be sleek, yeah. His movement will have to be important, and his accuracy of boxes on the counter will have to be solid. In fact, for him to win even properly well and win Norman in a good way, he has to take that front foot coming fighter. Norman normally comes on the front foot. If you take that out and put him on the back foot, we're really wondering what he's gonna do. This what I just said to you. I said it against Spence and Crawford. I said if Crawford takes that movement away and be the person who is pushing the fight, fighting on the inside, fighting on the front foot, what is Spence gonna do? So that we're saying the same thing today. If Ennis comes on the front foot and takes that front foot coming movement away from Bryan Norman, what is he gonna do? That's the question we're asking today. And you can go to the comment section, and drop a note for us and press the love sign and subscribe as well. We need your subscription to make this channel grow and everything. Do have a nice day, and God bless.